from Studio 8A. Coverage you can count on in high definition. This is KOMU 8 News at 10.
All I'm asking, not for me, I can take it, it's okay, but for everybody else here, they took time out of their lives to try to come, and they can't hear if you're all yelling.
Tough questions from a tough crowd in Jefferson City this afternoon. Senator Claire McCaskill stood up tonight to defend health care reform. Good evening, I'm Angie Bailey.
And I'm Jim Rick. Thanks for joining us. The town meeting was in Jefferson City and part of the senator's statewide tour. To hear what voters have to say, KOMU 8's Kyle Stokes just returned from the forum. A lot of opposition tonight or not?
Yeah, Jim, the senator was definitely not on her home turf tonight. About 375 residents jammed inside the cafeteria at Lewis and Clark Middle School for the town hall meeting with Senator McCaskill. Hundreds more were turned away. It's all part of Senator McCaskill's 10-city tour across the state to take questions about what's become the hot-button issue of the year. McCaskill held a similar forum in Moberly on Monday. She'll be in St. Louis tomorrow for a private meeting with healthcare professionals. Now, there were some supporters in the crowd and a lot more who were opposed to proposed reforms, but I talked to one man who was caught in the middle of a healthcare ordeal of his own.
Yeah, 1,200 pages or whatever it is.
Somewhere between the opponents,
government wants its hands in everything and then to completely control our lives,
and the supporters,
we have to do something. The worst thing to do is nothing.
There's 58-year-old Dan Massey.
I'm just trying to hear it out because I don't know what else being said and figure out what she has to come out on it.
After a series of injuries, Massey's insurer dropped his health care coverage. So today, in the heat of August, Massey joined hundreds at Lewis and Clark Middle School looking for answers on health care from Senator Claire McCaskill. And inside, the heat was on as well.
How we're going to pay for this, or how are our kids going to pay for it?
We don't know what the Finance Committee is going to propose. I will not support a tax increase on anyone who makes $250,000 or less in any circumstances.
McCaskill said she anticipated the opposition, but she didn't anticipate how hostile the crowd turned out to be.
What I'm trying to do today is to go out and try to learn and find ways that we can compromise.
But many opponents at the event were worried about government getting too big.
Because I feel strongly that the government is trying to take over an area that they don't belong in, which is health care.
Now, providing a backdrop for the event today, the death of Massachusetts Senator Ted Kennedy, an avid proponent of health care reform. McCaskill says it's one less vote for the Democrats that makes compromise all the more important. But Jim and Angie, McCaskill told me today that if a bill does end up getting passed, it will be named after Ted Kennedy.
Kyle, thank you very much.